Hey folks, MKSilverSax here with some Interstellar Rift. What you see in front of you is something I call the Excision-Class cruiser. This is a multi-role cruiser and can be outfitted for however you want to use it. On the Steam Workshop, you'll notice that it's set up a specific way, but you can feel free to obviously go in and customize the ship as you want. The biggest thing, though, was I wanted to make a large ship that was accessible to either make or to buy. So if you take a look at the top of the screen, you'll see 167,000 iron, 32,000 copper, 53,000 steel, about 9,500 for the silicon. I think a little under 2,500 gold, 250 aluminum. Anyway, so the front of the ship is pretty large, but it is essentially the storage cargo area, and also some of the, not the extractors, but the salvagers are up there as well. The middle of the ship are some subsystems such as weapons. There's also some extractors there as well. As you go towards the back of the ship, you get things like the bridge, the helm. Underneath, you'll notice that there is a spot for torpedo bay. I decided to kind of make a little bubble underneath. You also have some solar panels as well. Lots of engines, or thrusters. There's a crew section. There's also some weapons on the front. And then the bridge. If you take a look at the whole thing overall, for those of you who are Star Wars fans, you'll notice that there's a little bit of an influence from a Star Destroyer. And that was kind of what I was going for there. Let's go ahead and head on the inside. Alright, so here we are on the inside. This is the nose of the ship, and you'll see that there's quite a large cargo room as well as a teleporter. There's also a gas harvesting unit. If we travel down one flight, there's an ejector. And if you travel down another flight, you also have some salvager units. Nice view out of the side. Towards the back of the cargo area, there's also a cargo teleporter. Ample storage for cargo. I believe on board there are over 100 cargo pads, full size. So let's go back into the weapons and resources room. Starting on the bottom level, we have some manned turrets. We also have the ammo hoppers for both laser and physical ammo. And then some weapons storage for ammunition. There's also a weapons mainframe in the back to create your profiles for onboard weapons. If you go up one flight, you'll notice that there are some extractors. So if you feel like doing some mining and some smelting and manufacturing on board, you can feel free to do that. We also have automatic cargo teleporter relays. In fact, there are 12 of them altogether. On each side, we have some compartments for storage, especially when you are using the ACTRs. You'll want to stock up on things such as heat sinks. Let's head back to one more room. This is the Shield, Armor, and Manufacturing room. In this room, We have a medium armor generator as well as a medium shield generator. You'll have to excuse, there's not much stuff on board just because I spawned this ship for the sake of showing you guys around. One refinery. And on the lower level, you'll see 2 more refineries, as well as an assembler. Let's head back to the engineering and rift chamber. So here is a long-range teleporter, as well as plenty of hydrogen engines. There's a large hydrogen fuel storage, and a medium rift chamber. There are some large thrusters on the back of the ship that kind of poke through the back. Alright, so this elevator heads down to the torpedo bay. In the torpedo bay, there are 2 torpedo launchers, as well as 8 cargo pads, full size, of course, for holding all of those weapons. So if you decide to turn this thing into a destroyer of sorts, it does have those capabilities. If you want it more of an explorer or a harvester, you could make it as such. We're just going to walk up the stairs on this side to give you a look of the overall size of the engineering room. We go one more flight up. You'll see on the wings there are some hydrogen generators and some batteries on each side. Here's an engineering post. And then you have some data core terminals with some servers. You want to have those on board for many reasons, including doing research. Here's the crew area. So on this portion of the crew area, it's kind of a small lounge with kitchenette. There's a place where you can recharge your personal batteries, and then some other aesthetics that make it feel like you're at home. Here's the life support room. This is Med Bay with a few molecular reconstructors. There are a few 3D printers on board because if you're manufacturing things, you're going to want those on board. And then here is the crew chamber. So not bad for the average crew quarter. Holds 6 to 12. Towards the front, there's a nicer captain's quarters with a main room, kind of a dining and tactical room. Small kitchen area. Got some music as well, and some snacks. Here is the captain's bathroom, as well as the captain's quarters, the bedroom. We will go up further, one flight, to the atrium. This is the kind of a holding area, almost like diplomatic receiving. So if you have guests on board, this is a perfect spot for them to be received into the ship, as well as some accoutrements for their arrival and perhaps stay. And then you go up one final flight, and here is the tactical and bridge area, including a nice overall view of the ship on most sides. We have a conference table, kind of that acts as a kind of like a tactical room. Lots of storage for things like data chips. You can recharge your personal batteries as well as store weapons. Here's a cyber warfare suite. Here's a transponder. And then you'll notice here's the bridge, complete with different stations. So, of course, the captain's chair. You have kind of like a tactical seat for weapons. The helm is on the other side, and right here is kind of like an engineering seat. You also have this 3D tactical display that is available to whoever's sitting in the captain's chair, so they can have a nice awareness of things that are around the ship. Anyway, if you like this build, feel free to download it on the Steam Workshop. As always, if you like the content on my channel, make sure to subscribe to me on YouTube or follow me on Twitch. That's youtube.com/MKSilverSax or twitch.tv/MKSilverSax. You can also find me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you do have this game and would like to play, feel free to send me a personal message, and we could get you in here for some live stream or gaming. Otherwise, I hope you guys download the ship, have fun with it, give me some feedback, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.